So in the last class we have discussed valence bond theory. So in that the sigma bond formation we have seen. Sigma and pi bond, how the bonds are forming. So they have introduced orbital overlap concept. So before VBT theory, after VBT theory, they have introduced orbital overlap concept. And this concept has somewhat it has failed. So it doesn't explain the some structures of the some bonds of the molecules. For example, if you take methane, the main failure is methane. In methane, so here methane contains carbon at the central and hydrogens. And methane, if you see these bonds, so if you see carbon electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. So here outermost electrons are 4 electrons and these are like this. So for the formation of 4 sigma bonds, this is in ground state and this electron is excited. So in methane, carbon is the central atom and its electronic configuration is 2s2, 2p2, but here for the formation of 4 bonds we need 4 single electrons. So according to VBT, only single electron having half filled orbitals can only form the sigma bond or pi bond. So here this electron is jumped to this one and here 4 single electrons are available for bonding. And these 4 here, how many, what type of orbitals are there here? S and Px, Py and Pz. So if you see in methane all the bonds are identical in nature. So their bond length, bond strength and bond energy are all same. So these all bonds are identical. But according to VBT theory, SS overlap is very strong, then followed by SP overlap. If you see here, these all orbitals are overlapped with the 1s orbital of hydrogen. If you see here, this bond, one of the bond is SS overlap and 3 bonds are SP overlap in methane. So this, according to VBT, SS bond overlap is strong bond, then SP overlap. Means here one of the bonds is should be strong bond. Means bond energy of that bond will come different. But practically here these all the 4 bonds having the same bond energy. So this theory has failed to explain these identical bonds of the some molecules like methane. So this then the concept hybridization was put forwarded. So let us see what is hybridization. Have you understood? According to VBT theory, the SS overlap is very strong than SP overlap. This already we have seen in the postulates. But in methane molecule, one of the bond is SS overlap and 3 bonds are SP overlap. But all the bonds are identical bonds. Means bond energy is same. But according to VBT theory, the bond energy should be different. So this identical nature of bonds explained by the hybridization concept. Let us see. So hybridization means what? Intermixing of atomic orbitals. So to form the same number of identical orbitals. That intermixing process is called hybridization. And after how many orbitals are participating in hybridization? Only that number of hybridized orbitals should be produced. Means if 2 atomic orbitals are intermixed, then 2 hybridized orbitals will form. They will form the identical orbitals. Means they are same in all aspects. So this intermixing process is called hybridization. Intermixing of atomic orbitals to form hybridized orbitals. Hybridized orbitals. identical. These hybridized orbitals are identical orbitals. They be identical in all the aspects, and same number of orbitals are found. How many number of atomic orbitals are intermixed, and same that much number of hybridized orbitals will be found. And this hybridization is different types. Let us see the types of hybridization. In your syllabus, there are 3 types of hybridization are there. First one is sp hybridization. sp hybridization. sp hybridization means intermixing of one s orbital and one p orbital in order to form 2 sp hybridized orbitals. One s orbital and one p orbital to form 2 sp hybridized orbitals. So this formation is called sp hybridization. So it is the s orbital and here one p orbital, and they form 2 identical sp hybridized orbitals. So they are arranged in such a way there should be less repulsion between the electrons. So these orbitals are arranged to reduce the repulsions, to increase the stability. So they are arranged in such a way as to reduce the repulsions between the electrons. So the geometry of this hybridization is the linear geometry. Linear geometry. And here let us see one example. Example for this one is beryllium chloride. And here the central atom is beryllium. So beryllium electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2. So outer valence electrons are only 2 electrons. This is the 2s orbital. And next in the second shell 2p orbital is also available. So the electron takes energy and it will be excited to the 2px level, and this will give the, after excitation, 2 single electrons, 2s1 and 2p1, 2s1 and 2p1. So this electron is excited. So after excitation, now the condition is fulfilled. 2 single electrons are there to form the 2 bonds in beryllium chloride. So like this, 2 bonds are formed. These hybridized sp orbitals. So this s and p orbitals are intermixed to form the sp hybridized orbitals. So after excitation, s and p orbitals are intermixed to form the 2 sp hybridized orbitals. So like this. So suppose this is the beryllium molecule, this 2s orbital, and this is the 2p orbital, and they are intermixed to form the 2 hybridized orbitals. And these after hybridized orbitals overlaps with the chlorine p orbital. So in chlorine also 3p orbital is half filled. So if you see the electronic configuration of chlorine, 3s2, 3p5. So pz orbitals is the singly filled orbital. That orbital participates in the overlapping and gives the 2 sigma bonds. They are arranged in a linear way. So this is the linear structure of the beryllium chloride. So this is the example for sp hybridization. Then we will see the next type, sp2 hybridization. So next second one, sp2 hybridization. So the intermixing of one s orbital and 2 p orbitals to form the 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals is called, this process is called hybridization. So let us see one s orbital, here 2 p orbitals, and here these are intermixed to form the 3 sp2 hybridized molecules. and these are the hybridized orbitals. These are arranged in such a way to reduce the repulsions between the electrons. And here this geometry, this arrangement or geometry is called trigonal planar. Trigonal planar. So this is the sp2 hybridization. Let us see example. Here BCl3. Example is BCl3. So let us see the structure of BCl3. So in BCl3, which is the central atom, boron is the central atom, and boron having the electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2 and 2p1. So here how many single electrons are available? Only one single electron is available, but we need 3 sigma bonds. Here 3 orbital, half-filled orbitals are needed. So this electron undergoes excitation, and after excitation, so there are 3 single electrons are available after excitation. So this is the first excited state. So here these orbitals having single electrons are intermixed to form the 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals. And after formation of these 3 sp2 hybridized orbitals, they will overlap with the pz orbital of chlorine. Pz orbital of chlorine. So in such a way, so let us see to form the 3 sigma bonds. So here boron is there, so it is having this 3 sigma bonds with the 3 chlorines. So this is the arrangement of the molecule. This is trigonal planar structure. So if you see these orbitals, so these are the 3 hybridized orbitals of boron, and they will overlap with the chlorine's pz orbital. So like this, the molecule geometry is trigonal planar. So this is the sp2 hybridization. Boron trichloride is an example. And next, third hybridization is sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization, it is the in process of intermixing of one s orbital and 3 p orbitals to form the 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. One s orbital and 3 p orbitals to form the 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals is called sp3 hybridization. Let us see example, methane. So in methane, where is the central atom? The carbon is the central atom. So which is in least number, that is the central atom. So here the element carbon is one carbon is there and 4 hydrogens are there. Means least number is 1. So that's why carbon is the central atom. And here the carbon is the central atom, and these 4 hydrogens are arranged in such a way to reduce the repulsions, and this geometry is called tetrahedral. This is the tetrahedral structure. So let us see the formation. Let us see the central atom electronic configuration in ground state. So 2s2 and 2p2. So this is the electronic configuration. And here we need how many single electrons? So here how many bonds are there? 4 bonds are there. So this electron undergoes excitation and it will form the 4 single electrons. So now it is ready to participate in the bond formation. So before bond formation, they will intermix together to form 4 sp3 hybridized orbitals. This is called first excited state. First excited. Here electron is excited to the 2pz level. So here these 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals are formed and they will overlap with the 1s orbital of hydrogens, 4 hydrogens, and forming the methane molecule. So here these are the 4 hybridized orbitals. So they are arranged in such a way to reduce the repulsions. This is the tetrahedral arrangement of 4 sp3 hybrid orbitals and they will overlap with the 1s orbital of 4 hydrogen atoms to give the 4 sigma bonds. The type of bond is here sigma sp3 s bond. Sigma this is sp3 hybridized orbital and this is the s orbital. Sigma sp3 s and these are the 4 sigma bonds. So this is the structure of methane. So these 3 types of hybridization is there in your syllabus.